Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus forcing millions more Americans into virtual lockdown. Over 75 million people in New York, California, Illinois, and Connecticut ordered to stay at home.
It's my first overnight backpacking trip here on trail. It was also my first mountain trip, and I took my first plane ride to get here.
All right, we got here to the trailhead for the second day. It's raining, not super hard, which is a bummer in one sense, but in another sense, it's actually really valuable as a hiker to, when it's a rainy day, to come upon trail magic like this. It's hard. I remember waking up in your tent when it's super wet. Everything's wet. And you have to pack up everything wet. We are setting everything up here, getting the tent up, the covers, and all the tables and everything. All right. We got lots of hikers here, waiting for pancakes, eating pancakes. How you're feeling about the rain today?
Oh, it ain't bad.
It's okay.
We got hot coffee. That's all I can.
Yeah.
It's not raining cats and dogs, so I'm all right.
It's true. All right, good. Nice attitude.
I'm waiting for coffee.
You're going for coffee, yeah.
Yeah, coffee.
Nice. How are you guys feeling about the rain?
Oh, we are going to town just 4 more miles. So,
Oh, okay.
Right. It's good to know. But it stopped raining, so.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're standing in a puddle. Sorry about that, yeah. And then we got our tarp business over there. It's not, we're struggling figuring out how to put that up.
Yeah.
But we got the fire here. All right, we're saying goodbye to these guys that stayed with us last night. Sad, but I'm excited for your guys' journey. Here goes Grace and Goat. Bye!
Caught every star in the midnight sky. Caught every star in the midnight sky. You know times I have tried.
How's it going, Simon?
Good. Started out okay, but it's gotten better.
So things are a lot wet now. The rain's kind of picked up. Feels a little depressing how wet it is. Hopefully it'll clear up pretty soon. We got one hiker here who met us on YouTube actually first.
I was just blown away by the logistics involved in a family hiking together with kids of all ages, and the unity and the way that you guys really do pull together to accomplish something like that was inspiring, to say the least.
Yeah.
But very impressive that you were able to pull it off, and you guys were one of the first ones that I watched about a year ago that really were instrumental in biting me in the backside to get me motivated to get out and do it.
Oh, that's really cool. So, and you watched it with your dad.
Yeah, me and my pop watched it, and
yeah,
we just every evening, you know, we would do like 2 or 3 segments before bedtime, and then the next night, whenever we were done for the day, we would sit in front of the TV and see how far you guys made it.
That's so cool.
I think you were already done when we started. Thank you so much. So we were able to like binge watch it.
Yeah.
You already had them all loaded.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome experience.
That is very
hot water's
cool.
ready for coffee.
Nice to meet you in person.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you guys.
In the midnight sky.
The weather has dried up a lot, so it's been pretty nice.
Oh, you gotta tell your, what was your name again?
Name's Tuck.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Kentucky.
Okay.
It's my first overnight backpacking trip here on trail. It was also my first mountain trip, and I took my first plane ride to get here.
What was the scariest?
Well, believe it or not, whenever I was in my layover at Charlotte, NC, the flight tower caught on fire. So I would say, honestly, probably the plane ride.
That's crazy.
But the only thing that's kept me going is just the generosity of the people on trail like you all.
Yeah.
It's been so nice meeting everyone.
So what's it like, you've been hearing about the coronavirus back in the real world. What's it like being on trail? Like, is it
So it's really hard to stay informed while you're out on trail, and it's like the moment you get to a point where it's like a gap or you're going in for resupply, you just get swarmed in with information. And I mean, it's a bit scary to hear about, and I want to try to stay up to date with my family and their situation and everything like that. But the main thing is I'm still out here trying to push my dreams and do what I set out my goal to, and I'm not going to stop for it unless I absolutely have to. I'm taking my precautions. I got hand sanitizer. I try not to eat after people or drink after people and stay my distance, but just doing what you can.
Yeah, right on. Cool, man.
And it was a hard day because just the rain and the weather, I think, was hard. I don't know, it seemed harder for you?
Yeah, like my energy and motivation was way lower, especially about 10:30 a.m. when, I don't know, it just kept raining and raining and got a little kind of cold, and there wasn't like that many hikers at that point, so I'm just like, why am I out here in the rain?
There's a lot of the job that's like super glorious, and then there's these parts that are really not very glorious, where you're sitting there waiting, wondering if people are going to show up. But there is these moments, I want to talk about this one moment in particular for me today. This German guy who we showed, I think, in yesterday's vlog, was the first time he ever, first time he ever had a corn dog.
I think that's the way it should taste.
I guess his wife or partner, I don't know if they're married, she said that she did the trail because she saw our videos, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
she said it was really weird meeting us because she knows so much more about us and our lives.
so anyways, they're leaving, and he came up, and I could tell he wasn't sure what to do. And he was like, can I offer you any money for everything that you guys have done? Because they had breakfast today and dinner and lunch yesterday. And I don't know what it is about that moment that I'm like, no. And I'm trying to like explain, like, I know it's worth so much more than money to him, but it's like the only way you really know how to say thank you. Because he kept on saying thank you, and he's like, I can't thank you enough. And I was like, I know. Because I've been there too, like on the other side, where you...
Yeah. Okay, all right.
All right, so you've never even heard of a corn dog?
I never even heard of
it. It just fell apart.
Is your trail name Shifty?
Yeah.
Shifty? Okay, this is Shifty's first.
Okay, hang
Corn
on.
dog.
This is supposed to be part of it, so you gotta imagine this on
He's
there.
from Germany, and they don't have these in Germany.
It's so life-changing to receive this type of care from someone in this time.
You feel like there's this debt you can't pay to these people.
So like, I started like tearing up. I mean, it's like, I don't know if it was a couple bucks. I didn't even look at the amount, but it was like...
Oh, he gave it to you anyway?
No, he didn't. I was like, no, man, don't. Like, spend it on a beer. And then I could tell, like, he started tearing up or something. And it's like, you have two grown men crying over, like, the exchange of $5.
Yeah.
That's, like, what is possible out here. Like, the trail, it brings out this simplicity of human interaction that I haven't seen like anywhere else.
What in the normal world, a small act of kindness in this world is a giant act of kindness. And I mean like giving someone a cold beer is like, and a hot meal is crazy.
Because on the trail, you just can't, there's certain things you can't buy. And in the regular world, any type of food and comfort, especially with like Uber Eats now, you can like buy anything, anytime, anywhere, it feels like.
Money, yeah, you can.
Anyway, so there's these moments. That was like one of them that stands out to me. For some reason, anytime someone offers money out there, even when I don't accept it, just that it brings this awareness of how much you can't buy this type of thing. And we're super fortunate to be in a position where we can pay for this ourselves and not have to ask for donations. And some people are dependent on donations. I think that's great also. Yeah, a little bit harder day today. We talked to the kids about, I think there was some attitudes that were hard with some disappointment with the fresh ground thing and the the rain, and just, I don't know, sometimes there's not hikers, and sometimes the hikers aren't the types of people you exactly want to hang out with. And, you know, it really makes you wonder why we're out here. And I think it's provided for some really good conversations with us and the kids. And so far, this is like a great vacation as far as I'm concerned, like in terms of growth opportunities. And
I mean, every day is different. Yesterday was really different from today. Just the vibe or the energy, that can swing from the morning, and it can be different in the evening.
Man, I ran. I didn't film any of this, but I ran 3.5 miles back to the shelter just to write in the logbook and say, like, hey, there's trail magic up there for the next 2 days. And first of all, running on the AT, I hadn't been on the AT in years, just like a full 3.5 miles, like just cruising. So it's so different. And then when I walk into the shelter, I was like a celebrity. Everyone recognized me. I mean, this has like been the whole day, by the way. Like everyone, 90% of people have like seen our videos. And it was really weird. I was running back and I was thinking, you know, I'm glad our kids get to feel what it's like to be a celebrity, because I think everyone wants that, but I also want them to be able to move past it and see what it's like to not need that. Because it can be weird too. And it doesn't give people it doesn't feel as good as I think a lot of people think it would feel. But so I was like, there's a lot of lessons there with the kids too. Just like, okay, you're famous. Like, let's talk about the pros and cons of that. Like, how does that feel? Yeah. It's nice in a way. And then it's like, okay, wow, we just rambled on a lot for this video. Okay, that's it. We're going out to the trail tomorrow. Bye.
For 5 months, our family walked 13 miles every day.
We became the largest family to complete the Appalachian Trail.
We encountered snowstorms, overflowing rivers, rattlesnakes, and the government threatening to take away our kids.
And that was the easy part.
2,000 miles together, the story of the largest family to hike the Appalachian Trail is available on Amazon and all major online retailers.